Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Shores and today I'm going to be showing you how to do this really colorful eye look. I created it using the Melt Radioactive stack, which has been one of my new favorites. If you watch my February favorites, you can click up here to watch it if you're interested. I mentioned this in here. I figured I would make a look here on YouTube so you guys could follow along with me. I hope you enjoy, so let's get started. Alright, to start off, I'm going to use a base shadow. I'm using MAC Blanc type as usual. And I'm just applying this from our brow bone to our crease. I'm going to actually keep the lid empty because we're going to be applying shadow there. I'm now going in with Melt Blur, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. You definitely don't have to do this step, but it's going to make it a little bit easier to blend the colors together later. So I'm just applying that with a large fluffy brush from the crease upwards, and then I'm also pulling it along my lower lash line. As usual, you know, pretty far down with a flush-free brush because that's just how I do. And now we're going to be taking this gorgeous yellow shade. This is Neon, and I'm going to be pressing this all over my eyelid space. If you didn't notice, it's not super bright right on its own, so if you want, you could definitely use a white base here, but I elected not to. But if you want it even more pop and yellow, you can definitely use a white base, and these do apply best over a more kind of sticky primer. So I'm using the Smashbox 24/7 primer under these. And then just take a clean blending brush and blend the very edges so we have a nice kind of like fade going on. Now I'm taking Radioactive, and this shade is just, I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous. It's just a really, really, really hot, bright magenta pink, and I love it. Anyhow, this is also technically not FDA approved for the eye area, and that's like a United States thing. It's approved in other countries, so use it at your own risk because, you know, don't want to get sued. Anyhow, I'm applying that to the inner corner of my eye and then blending it along the crease. And then I'm packing on just a little more color just on that inner portion. Now I'm going in with Radon, and this is the same thing as Radioactive, not approved for the eye area. So again, I like to live life on the edge, and I have had no issues with these types of pigments on my eyes. And I'm applying this right along where the yellow is, and then I'm slowly blending it into the pink and almost creating like a cut crease type of shape, but not very intense. Then I'm lifting my brush so it's angled upwards and then pointing down when I'm trying to blend the edges, and then I'll use more of the point when I'm applying it over the pink. So you can see that'll kind of help blend and just slowly build that color up. And I really like the way Radon looks when it's blended into Radioactive, so that's why I keep kind of like pushing a little bit more right where they meet. Now I'm taking Xenon, and I'm going to be applying this all over the lower lash line. This is my personal favorite shadow out of the Melt Radioactive stack, so if you've checked out my Instagram pictures with this, there's a lot of green. And you basically just want to take any brush, run it all the way along your lower lash line, and then kind of angle up along your lower lash line so it starts meeting the yellow and also the Radon. Taking a little more of Neon, and I'm applying that right along the edge of Xenon just because I wanted a little more yellow up in there. You could definitely just blend the green farther down if you want. And now I'm just taking a clean fluffy blending brush and just blending those two colors together since I want a slightly nicer transition to my skin. Now going in with Strobe's Gleaming Gardenia, and I'm popping that in my inner corner. I definitely wanted something with a bit of shimmer and something that was still white, so I wasn't competing color-wise. And then, as usual, MAC Mylar along my brow bone. I'm then going in with the Clay Pot liner in black and just throwing on some winged liner. You definitely can skip this. In a lot of my pictures lately, I haven't been wearing liner because I like the colors to just be bright and crazy, but if you're not used to wearing bright colors, it's going to be a little bit easier. Now I'm using an Upcoming liner and applying that to my waterline, and then popping on Velour's You Complete Me lashes because I wanted something that were a little bit smaller so they wouldn't kind of overwhelm my eye because I really wanted this to show off the colors. And that's our finished look. Alright, so that's the finished look. It's not too hard of a tutorial to do because it's really just 4 eyeshadows. They just happen to be really bright. Because this is my first look with the melt shadow, I figured I would put some liner. I actually really like wearing just the colors at full saturation, whatever, willy-nilly. But I figured if you added a black liner, it kind of makes it a little more wearable. Again, wearable is kind of up to you. What you're comfortable wearing is wearable. And then I used Exposed Blush by Tarte just because it's pretty tame. I think this would also look great with something even more orangey, or you could just throw on some bronzer. And then I thought it would be fun with a purple lip. If you want it to be even tamer, you could go with a just nude, and I also think a gray lip like Stone would be cool. And this is Graveheart by Lunatic Cosmetics. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would also like to hear how you liked in position where my eye was up close. I have a new tripod, so that's making how close I can get to my face and what angles and whatnot. I have a lot more control over that now. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I also put out new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so make sure you're looking forward to those ones. And I will see you guys on the next video. See you later.